Hi guys, you're back with Coach Marisa from Ultimate MMA Plus. Today I want to go over something we've been working on with our resistance bands, but like I mentioned, we can add in some dumbbells for extra resistance. So today I have my resistance band as well as my dumbbells to use. Okay, this is the resistance band that does not have handles. 2 weeks ago we worked on some moves that you can use if you just have this. Now we're going to pair those moves with dumbbells. Okay, so for this there's going to be more resistance, so your reps are going to be a little bit lower. Okay, depending on your weight, you can do between 6 to 12 reps of each exercise because we're working to challenge ourselves with 2 different types of resistance at the same time. So the first thing we're going to do is a back row. Okay, so we're going to still grab our handles. We're going to make sure our dumbbells are close by. Okay, so holding right along the outside, I'm going to step on this double band right here. I'm going to grab my dumbbells as well. So I'll show you guys from the front and the side, but I want my feet spread out, about hip width. Okay, same thing as I showed you guys without the dumbbells. We're going to lower our back down so nice and flat, and we're going to do our back row so elbows come up nice and tight. I don't want to add so much resistance or a weight that I'm overcompensating using my neck, really working harder than I need to. I want to have good form. That's the main focus here. So right now I only have 10s because since I also have the resistance band, it's making these 10s feel a lot heavier. Okay, so nice flat back. I made that hinge right at my hips, tiny bend at my knee, and I'm going to bring those elbows up, squeeze and hold. Okay, I shouldn't have to use my whole body to get that weight up. So use something definitely that you can control, going up and then all the way back down. Okay, so again, that's going to be our back row. Show you guys from the front here. Okay, so the whole time I am looking down, my feet are spread out about that hip width, nice flat back, squeeze those shoulder blades, and then control coming back down. The next thing we're going to do that we worked on is our chest press. So we can pretty much keep this right where it is, but I have to bring this band up to the upper middle part of my back. I want this overlapped over my triceps. We're going to come down with our weight. Okay, so I want the band to stay right where it is. I have 2 right angles right at my elbows, 45 to right angle. Okay, we're going to press all the way up and together, so extend those arms, and then also control coming back down. Don't let that band control you. So all the way up, all the way back down, just so you guys can see. And so arms are slightly under my shoulders, press up and together, and then control coming back down. You want to keep your fists right in line with your elbows. All the way up, all the way back down. So again, depending on the weight that you choose, you're going to do between 6 to 12 of these. One difference from last time, a good way to do our triceps instead of standing with the resistance band as well, so you have a little bit less to think about. We're going to do that on the ground. Okay, so now, instead of having my elbows flare out, I'm going to have my elbows in tight. So same thing we did from standing, so hugging your face. I'm just going to let the dumbbells drop down here and then fully extend. So I have that little bit of extra resistance from those bands. I want to keep my elbows up high, straighten those arms out fully, and then control coming back down. So if you need to lower your weight, you can do that as well. So again, we're going to go for 6 to 12 of those. The next thing, maybe I do need to lower my weight if we're working on some smaller muscles. Okay, now we're going to do our bicep curl. So a few ways you can do this, but we're going to step on just one side of it because I want to be able to grab the other band. I want my arms to be fully extended. I want to feel resistance here, and I'm going to curl up all the way and then control coming back down. So elbows in nice tight. You're not going to be leaning back to get this up, so make sure, again, you have a weight that you can control. Curl up, then come back down. So all the way, arms fully extended, all the way up to the top. So nice and controlled. Again, depending if you have bigger dumbbells, whatever you guys can do at home. Maybe I want to concentrate on one side. I can grab, again, one dumbbell if it's a little bit heavier. But now I have double resistance from the resistance band because I'm holding both sides at one time. So if you want to, just keep that core nice and tight. You can do that as well. We also, 2 weeks ago, we did our shoulder press. So all I have to do is add that dumbbell into my hand. I'm holding in my palm that resistance band. Okay, core nice and tight, and press up and then over that little bit. Now I also have this dumbbell added in. So what would feel super light is going to feel a little bit heavier. Maybe I want to do 2 arms at one time. Again, just make sure your palm is right underneath. Now I would step on it with 2 feet, okay, kind of like an overhead press position, all the way up, and then control coming back down. I'm not leaning back, I'm keeping my core nice and tight when I want to press these up, and then come back down, just like this. So we went through everything we can do. Again, adding in our dumbbells with our resistance bands. Okay, so we did our back row. Now we're just holding the dumbbells as well. Same time, we did our chest press. Again, holding the dumbbells. This is right around your tricep here, in the middle of that back, that upper back. Press together while you're already down there if you want to hit those triceps. Again, if you might need a little bit lighter weight than what you're able to do for a chest press, that's perfectly fine. We did our bicep curl, standing on one side, okay, holding just one side with those dumbbells, or holding both sides with one dumbbell. Same deal with the press. I can hold one side, have that dumbbell, press up and together, or I can turn it into more of an overhead press, stepping on both sides, palms facing up, press up overhead, core nice and tight. So, give you a few options to make what is simple, maybe these are simple, a little bit more interesting. Now that there's more resistance, like I mentioned, your repetitions are going to go down a little bit. Okay, you don't need to have crazy high reps the more weight you're adding on, but slowly that will get easier. So between 6 to 12 repetitions, find happy medium. If you're doing one side at a time, start with that weaker side so that you can kind of cater to that instead of being uneven. Hopefully you guys like this. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. For this workout, you're going to do between 1 to 3 sets, okay? Because we're building up that strength, we're not going to go as crazy. So 6 to 12 repetitions, 1 to 3 sets. If you guys like this, give me a thumbs up. Again, any questions, comments, anything like that, leave me a comment below. The full workout is listed below. And if you guys never want to miss another workout, definitely subscribe to our channel, Ultimate MMA Plus.